All right. Good afternoon, everybody. So my name is Julie Morgan-Baca. I'm the Bernalillo County Manager, and proudly I serve as the Bernalillo County Manager because obviously of all our great staff, our amazing fire department, and just all the great things that we do for our citizens on a daily basis. So I just want to thank you all for joining us today as we celebrate the groundbreaking of Bernalillo County Fire Station number 37, the first to be built in more than 25 years. So before we begin, I'd like to take a moment to thank a few and acknowledge a few of our dignitaries in attendance. So first of all, County Commissioner Steven Michael Quezada, who fought for this project for many, many years. Deputy County Manager of Public Safety and our Fire Chief, Greg Pettis. Deputy County Manager for Community Services, Enrico Gradi. Deputy County Manager for Public Works, Elias Archuleta. And I know our warden wanted to be here, but he had, there's always something going on at the jail, but he's taking care of business at the jail. And but he's here in spirit, I know that. So we're also happy to acknowledge, I know she couldn't be here today, but Albuquerque City Councilor Clarissa Pena, but her assistant Rachel Hernandez is here representing her. So thank you, Rachel. So again, just want to thank you all for being here. This is a project the county first considered several years ago, and I remember Chief Pettis looking for the land and looking for the right place and looking. I mean, there's a lot of research that you have to do. You have to make sure it's not too far, too close from a city station. You have to look at the population you're serving, but there's a couple of reasons, really good reasons. The MDC is just right there west of us. So I'm really happy and just excited that we're going to be serving them. And then there's also, we've got Tempur-Pedic, we've got Amazon, we've got a community of people that are going to be coming to this area that we're proudly going to be serving. And I have there's no hesitation knowing that our fire department is going to do an outstanding job. So finding the parcel was a little bit tricky, but then couple that with the pandemic, that was tough. And I remember that because we've been talking about this for many, many years. So it took a little bit longer than we had anticipated, but thank goodness we're here. So the fire station will serve, as I was telling you, the MDC, and the Amazon facility, and I've heard a lot of really good things coming from the folks at the Amazon facility in Tempur-Pedic. They're really, really happy that we'll be serving this area. So someone who championed this project is a nearby resident. And again, I spoke about him before. We've been talking about this for many, many years, and he really is the person behind this project. So I want to bring up County Commissioner Steven Michael Quezada to say a few words. Commissioner.
Good afternoon. Yeah, all right, it's past morning. Yeah, why did they set this so far back? I don't even. Anyway, I'm super happy about today and breaking ground up here. And some of the paperwork they gave me to read, it said that this will be serving the people up here. But that's me. I live up here. And this not only brings a huge public safety consideration to the area, but what people don't realize is it adds value to where we live. It adds value to our homes. It makes it a better place for people who want to do economic development, to bring businesses and jobs to the west side. Without public safety and those types of infrastructures in place, it's hard to draw those types of people to this side of town. This is the beginning of that. This is the beginning of how we do development the right way, where we're putting public safety in first before we do anything else. And that's how a city grows and grows properly. I know you want to call this Station 37, but today I want to tell you we are not calling this Station 37. When we initially wanted to build this station, we wanted to build it right next to the Rt66 Visitor Center, which was another one of my projects. And so today, I'm officially christening this Station 66 on Route 66, all right? So that means that we got to build a whole bunch more fire stations to get to 66, all right? So what I did is I raised the bar a little higher today, right? I know that me and Chief, I have a large district, everybody knows that, and I need quite a few more fire stations, and the Chief and I have talked in length on where our next one's gonna go and why it's necessary and why it needs to be there. I think, you know, some of the points that our great county manager, and she's awesome, and I told her this was a priority to me when I was first elected, and here I am, and it takes time. You know, nothing happens overnight. You can't make decisions based on a 6-month deal. It looks like it's more like a 6-year deal. But this is super important to MDC as well, right? And we know that. We struggle with what happens at MDC. We at Bernalillo County are trying to figure out what we could do with behavioral health. But as you know, we have a lot of those residents in our facility. And so to have this type of public safety near them is hugely important. And so this is the beginning of something great for MDC as well. That's all I have, other than I'm very grateful. Thank you for showing up. And all right, Fire Station 66.
When I was thinking, when you were saying breaking ground, Breaking Bad. So at this time, sorry about that. Let's see, our fire chief. So we've been talking about this again for many, many, many years. So I know this has been your vision, Commissioner, but someone who is making this happen is our great fire chief, Greg Pettis. So he'll be saying a few words. Chief Pettis.
Thank you, Julie, and everyone for coming out and supporting such a great endeavor. So 25 years it's been since Bernalillo County has started a brand new fire district. That's a really long time if you put it all into perspective. And today we're starting a new, what hopefully will become a new tradition where we don't wait 25 years to add the next one or the next 2 or the next 3. I couldn't be more prouder of this opportunity to stand in front of you on this ground and breaking ground on what is now Station 66. A lot of work has gone into making this happen. About 5 years is what we've been looking at. It's had its ups, it's had its downs, but now we're sitting on 4 acres of land that will get us what we need. This will serve as the largest fire station in Bernalillo County. It'll also represent our first true ladder company. And for those who don't understand that lingo, we'll basically have a ladder truck, a fire engine, and a rescue unit that run out of this thing 24/7, which is a first for Bernalillo County. These things could not be done without a whole lot of people in the background that make it possible. And I would be remiss if I didn't recognize the gentlemen and women that keep me up and hold me up. One being our county manager, who is absolutely amazing and has all the trust in me to do what I need to do. And that speaks volumes. Secondly would be all of my deputy chiefs and chiefs. If you guys want to stand up there and get recognized. Nothing happens without these gentlemen. Also, our partners in IFF Local 244, if you'll raise your hands back there, we've got our Vice President, Teddy Igbuhai, one of our other members there in Cordova, and of course the men and women that proudly wear that badge and serve this community with pride and dignity and professionalism every day. This is for you. This is your station. This is for you. So big round of applause for all of them. Again, we've alluded to the response times for this station. We're probably 5 to 6 years overdue to have a station of this size and this magnitude out here with all that's grown up around us. But now we will be able to take what was taking 25 minutes response time to MDC to 7. We've got amazing partners out there in UNM right now that are doing everything they can to change lives daily at MDC. We'll now be able to complement that with a rapid response. So a huge win for the county and for MDC and those who have loved ones at MDC. Also, the interstate that runs right through here. We see some of the most gruesome and horrific accidents that happen right on this corridor of interstate. We'll now be able to hopefully make a change in that response and have a more rapid response, where today it takes anywhere from 25 minutes to 10, depending on where it's coming from and what the response is. So again, super excited. Couldn't be more happy to be at the helm of such an amazing department. And I thank everybody who's here today supporting this endeavor. Thank you all.
Thank you, Chief Pettis. And none of this really would be possible. We couldn't build a building. We couldn't maintain the building with our Fleet and Facilities Department. So I'd like to call up Jared DeVette. Please come up.
Thank you, Julie. The Fleet and Facilities Department consists of the Facilities and Design Construction Group, and that is helmed by Sheree McKenzie. And Sheree McKenzie's in charge of Patrick Murphy. So Patrick Murphy is our architect over this project. This property is just over 4 acres. It's a large piece of property, and 2.3 acres of that are going to be developed into the facility. The facility itself is going to be 12,000 square feet. We're excited about some of the amenities that facility is going to contain. Firefighters are expected to set aside their personal needs and comforts when they're out in the field. So we want to make sure that in the firehouse they're going to be comfortable. The building's going to include 11 bunks, 4 apparatus bays, showers, restrooms, a day room, a large kitchen, office spaces, and some training facility. We're trying to maintain practicality and comfort at the same time, and we feel like our architects have done a phenomenal job. The apparatus bays are going to be constructed of concrete block, but the actual bunkhouse quarters, the living quarters, kitchen, that area is going to be made out of concrete forms. Now, these insulated concrete forms are a little more efficient, and they're going to help us save on energy costs and reduce our carbon footprint. They're also going to increase the lifespan of the building. Our goal is to have the whole thing constructed by December of 2024 at a cost of $11.5 million. Fleet and Facilities Department is excited to be part of this. We're going to maintain the building once it's constructed, and we'll maintain the units once they're here, and we're hoping for a really great project. Thank you.
So I couldn't be more pleased with our architect and our contractor. So, I mean, just couldn't think of a better pair when I heard that these two were selected. So I want to bring up Vicente Castillo with Vigil and Associates. We've been working with Vigil and Associates for many, many years, and they've done some incredible work for the county. So Vicente, would you like to say a few words?
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Good to be here out here on the site today. I want to say thank you to everyone at Bernalillo County, at the Commission and the administration, with the Fire Rescue Department. It's really great to be working with you. We've been working with Fire Rescue for several years now, and we really appreciate Chief Pettis and everyone there to trust us to continue helping you with your facilities. So Jared, thank you for the kind of description of the fire station. I just want to add on to that a little bit and just describe a little bit of the design concept for the station. So you see this area here. This is actually going to raise up about another 6 feet for the floor of the building. And the massing, if you look over there by the refreshments, there's a couple of rendering boards up there. One has a floor plan and the other has some renderings of the station. So the kind of the design concept was to tie the station into the area. And so we took kind of inspiration from the Three Sisters volcanoes. So you'll notice on the renderings that we actually have 3 peaks on the fire station. The southern, as was mentioned, is going to be the apparatus bay, and that is going to be the gray block, which kind of represents the basalt. At the center of the station, we're going to have the main entrance, and that'll be clad in a dark red aluminum paneling, which is to emulate the red and black motif that's very distinctive on the Bernalillo County apparatus. And then at the north side, we're going to have a screened patio area, and that's going to face out towards I-40 and be kind of a billboard for the fire station and face I-40 and the community. And we feel like that will help really anchor the fire station to be this kind of corner bastion as a civic kind of landmark here. So we started this process in 2019 on this project, so it's really great to be out here and to see the big yellow construction equipment out and seeing everything that we've talked about over that time kind of start to turn into a reality. So thank you, everybody.
Thanks, Vicente. And as I was saying, I'm really proud of the architect and also the contractor. So HB Construction, so they're the ones that built our headquarters, Alvarado Square. It's beautiful. And I can't say enough about that project, but also wanted to bring up just a few years ago, I graduated from high school, and they went in and they made my high school like it's totally different in El Paso. So I mean, these guys do lots of amazing work, and I'm always proud to tell all my high school buddies I know the contractor. So anyway, he's Jason Harrington. I want to bring him up to say a few words. So Jason.
I want to thank Julie. Thank you so much. I want to thank everybody who helped with this event today. Especially the person that thought about the tent. That was really good idea. Thank you for that. You know, this is our third major capital project with the county. And really the reason we continue to come back and work with the county is because of the people. And that starts with Julie and Cherie, but it really expands to everybody that we've dealt with at the county. And every single person we've dealt with is smart, hardworking, professional. But one of the things that I think it stands out the most is how much they care. You know, they care about the final product. They care about the process that it takes to get to the final product. And so, you know, it's just in such alignment with who we are as a company. At HB Construction, we talk about, you know, better partnerships equal better projects equal better communities. And simply said, it just means when you surround yourself with the right people, good things happen and we can make a positive impact on our communities. And so really for us, that's kind of the cake of this project. The icing on the cake is really who we get to build this for, and that's Bernalillo County Fire Rescue. You guys were our heroes when we were kids, you're our heroes today. I had a conversation with a fireman the other day, and he said, we're the ones the cops call when the cops need help. And that just meant so much to me, and that just stood out. And I know that you guys have waited so long for this facility. And I promise you, we're gonna do our very best to build this as quickly as we possibly can. But the priorities are gonna be this, they're gonna be safety and quality. And that safety and quality is gonna lead what we do. But we're motivated because of who we're building this for. And at the end of the day, we're all going to meet back here for the ribbon cutting, and we're going to be so incredibly proud of what we created together. So thank you guys for the opportunity. We're excited about the project.
All right, I better bring it down. Thank you, Jason. And I have no doubt that it's going to be an incredible building. And I noticed that our city councilor, Clarissa Pena, got here, and we'd like to acknowledge you, and we want to thank you for always being so supportive and such a great partner with Bernalillo County. So thank you, Councilor Pena. All right, so now it's time to turn some dirt. But before we do, on behalf of Bernalillo County and all our partners, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for coming out this afternoon. I know everybody's really busy, but thank you all for being here. We know that you care, and you're here because you care. And so thanks for being here. We appreciate all that you do, and have a great afternoon. So let's turn some dirt.
1, 2, and 3.
Woo, yay.
Oh, wow. Woo. You did that on the first take.